on, perfect death here.
Divination is about precisely foretelling one's written destiny. Over-embellishing that fate only leads to misconception.
So, this is going to be a video on Oceanids, or whatever you want to call them, the water element boss. And Mona's actually quite good at fighting this boss, particularly because this boss will spawn mobs, and mobs can be taunted. Very useful. So even though she's not really good for DPS, she is very good as a taunter. Especially because this little bastard is going to explode. He is going to pop when he's almost dead.
Into destiny.
Like that. Run, 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 run. And there we go, dodged it. And what we got here? Squirrely boys. Cryo's pretty good because it will, it'll freeze them, prevent them from moving around. But yeah. Mona's pretty good so that you don't have to kite and dodge. You can just taunt him. She's also kind of useful if you need to go over these platforms that fall down. So in general, she's pretty good for that, even though you don't use her for the DPS. There's one other mob that will explode, and that is the... Oh, that's the frog, or not the frog, it's the, we already did the frog. That would be our annoying big fat bird. Not these ducks. These ducks aren't a problem.
Shadows of fate.
These storks are a bit annoying because they like to run away from you, and then they have this really annoying long-ranged skill of theirs. And if they do it all synchronized like that, they're quite good at dodging, but sometimes it won't come all at the same time. They'll shoot one, then the other, and it makes it a bit tricky to dodge. So this guy, he is the other pounder. He likes to jump in the air all the time. He has a big tall one, and then he has a smaller one. I'm gonna take care of this guy actually. And oh no, I have no stamina. Oh, there we go. Dodged it just in time. Yeah, this guy is a massive pain in the ass because of that.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Oh, and I hate. So freezing doesn't cancel his pound ability. And yeah, as soon as you kill him, you gotta run. I wasn't watching my stamina very well for that fight, so I took too many hits. So that's the big fat bird's probably the most annoying one. Some of these others are just, I haven't fought this boss in a while, so I'm a bit rusty on what to do. And then we got frog and boars. And a frog does the pound as well. And he's not... Oh. So the frog's like a mix of the stork and the fat bird. And yeah, it's really annoying to dodge that stuff.
Leave my space. Oz, reveal thyself.
Okay. I need my taunt back. Because he is going to explode soon. Let's get some... Nope, not yet. Okay.
No rest for the wicked.
Oh, and run. See, I took way too many hits in that fight because I wasn't dodging properly. So that's a big part about it, is knowing when to dodge. It's kind of tricky when it comes to those pound attacks because sometimes it's not an instant AoE. It's a wave that pulses out, and so you might dodge early or might dodge too late. So a lot of that is a bit up to how well you can read and time the attacks. Same with those waves that come out in a straight line. Those are pretty annoying to dodge as well because, again, you might dodge when you see it and you dodge too soon, and you only have that moment of invulnerability during your sprint. And then just as your invulnerability ends, you take the hit because it's just like this lump of damage that moves along. So this one can be an annoying fight, but again, I usually find it's a bit easier when I run with Mona, just because you can taunt and the mobs actually keep distance from you then. But again, some of them, like those storks, the things with the ranged attacks, they will have they often ignore the taunt unless they're close to it. So they sort of have to be within that AoE before they'll aggro. If not, they can actually attack you from all the way across the arena. There are two other mob types that we didn't see in this fight. There's the crabs. And the crabs will move sideways, and they always aim inwards towards you, and they will spray water bubbles at you. They can be a bit annoying because they just make these big sweeping turns everywhere. They don't like to stay still. And because of that, they tend to wander outside of Mona's taunt range. The other one is the birds. And so the birds fly up in the air. Really hard for melee types to deal with. So if you have a range type or a caster, they're a lot easier to deal with. Kind of hard for Klee, because Klee doesn't quite have the upwards reach to hit the birds. So I'll call it there for this video. Take care.